Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
Y'all know what that means, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. You know who it is, your favorite two North Carolinians. Got Big Dre, Big Reg. We back. Sorry for the delay. You know, things happen. But we going to always deliver when we can. So here we are. Thanks for the wait. What's good with you, my man?
Not too much, man. Cool it out, dog. A little bit of work, man. Finished a heavy class I had for the past two and a half weeks. Got the certification, graduated up out of that. So now it's on to the next, man. Just trying to prepare and get my ducks in a row for the next step, man, for after retirement.
I hear that. Hey, it's that time. I said it on Facebook the other day. If there was ever a time, it might be now.
Yeah, I mean, at face value, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But a lot of things going on out here, man. I'm sure it's scaring people.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely get into that. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm glad to hear that for you. That you preparing for that next step. A lot of people wait to the last minute and then they jumping through hoops. So, it's definitely good, to already have that peace of mind. But you're still not gonna have it, because it's always that, that thing that where you start thinking, you like 2 months out and you like, fuck, I forgot something. I knew I forgot something. And you may not even forgot nothing, but it's always that uncertainty because now, switching gears and shit, and you used to doing everything a certain way and having a set schedule. Now it's kind of like, okay, I make my own schedule. I do what I want to, move when I want to. So it's kind of like, yeah, but I mean, it happens, but I know you're going to get through that shit. So
yeah, I ain't tripping.
Biggie, man. Me, dog, I'm just, man, I'm sitting back watching the madness. Thanking God that, I still got breath in my lungs and I don't have to, deal with a lot of this stuff going on, and that, just hopefully, that the ones that's, immediately around me and that has to, make it, out of this thing, with the best that they can. Cause, I got 3 friends that, they said they don't plan to, accept that buyout, but it looks like they probably gonna be pushed out the door. So
yeah.
So a lot of people that don't accept it gonna end up getting pushed out the door anyway. And but outside of that, man, I'm good, man. Children healthy, grandbabies healthy, man. Went and celebrated my father's wife. She had her 70th birthday. I want to say a week and a half ago, something like that. Went up there and celebrated that, in Atlanta with them. Had a pretty good time. I was just thinking about it and I was like, man, like that's a beautiful age. Like, just, I can only wish that I can get there, and still be able to walk, have right sense of mind, and just, just all your senses, that's a wonderful thing, man.
Right.
But that's it, man. We can go ahead and jump right into sports, dog.
Do it.
All right, we'll be quick on this one since we, didn't talk about it. NCAA football championship. Okay. Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Wasn't close. Was never close. Pure domination.
Yeah.
The score doesn't tell how the game went.
It sure as fuck does.
Ohio State was the best team all year.
Mm-hmm.
Had a couple of hiccups.
Mm-hmm.
They fixed their deficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
And won a chip.
That loss to Michigan woke them up. That's all it was. Lost to Michigan.
Okay.
I agree with you on the game. It wasn't close as the score would tell you. That was one of my major gripes and complaints. When I was watching the game, I think I text you or I meant to text you anyway. When they went up, I think they went up 17 and I sent you the eyes, or it was either 17 or 21, one of them. I sent you the eyes like, yeah, they can go ahead and go ahead and start. The equipment guys can go ahead and start putting the shit back on the bus.
Right.
This is when a wrap. But then I hate when coaches get conservative,
Right.
especially in like a third quarter. Like that's one thing, as much as all of us that aren't Patriots fans didn't like about the Patriots, because the Patriots would be up 35 points and they'd be fourth and goal on the 1 yard line. And guess what? Quarterback sneak right into the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Some
Right.
people be like, "No, we're gonna take the field goal. We're gonna nope." So that's one thing. Even though if you didn't like the Patriots, that's one thing I never had a problem with them, because hey, you got to stop them, and we're gonna play our game how we've been playing the whole game. We're not gonna get conservative and do 5 or 6 quarterback runs to the up the middle, to the right, to the left, whatever else. And Ohio State did that. They gave Notre Dame momentum and made the game look a lot closer than what it was.
Right.
But yeah, congratulations, Ohio State Buckeyes, to their fans. Great season, great playoff run. What do you feel about the format?
I like it.
It worked?
I mean, I can't really say it worked, because at the end of the day, the top 4 teams, the majority of the top teams were put out, right? Like, so
Yeah.
So then again,
teams were put out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you can say it worked.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, because it wasn't meant to give. Well, I mean, of course, the top seed's gonna have an advantage. They had an advantage, or if you want to call having a bye week and an advantage. I mean, I would think it is, but some people don't react well to the bye week. But they had home field advantage, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So I don't have an issue with it. And like we said the last time we podcast, college football right now is looking the way of, on a neutral field, it's any given Saturday.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Yeah. NFL playoffs. We are now in the playoffs. Hadn't even started last time we potted, did he? Nah.
Nope.
All right, so we at the Super Bowl now. Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Just finished the conference championships. You have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Eagles rolled. I feel like they are battle tested. This last game against Washington Commanders didn't quite go the way I expected to. I thought they was going to win, but I think experience and talent and the better team won.
Yeah, the better team. I agree. The better team won. I feel like Jaden did what he was supposed to do. I feel like his supporting cast did not show up, man. You know what I'm saying? And hats off to Philadelphia for having a great game plan and execute damn near flawlessly.
Yeah. He said the supporting cast didn't show up. That I agree with that. I saw this quote by Marshawn Lattimore, and he said the fault, what happened was them turning the ball over. That's the only thing that killed them. He said we can't win a game if we got turnovers. I said, Marshawn, you can't do that, buddy. Where are you putting that blame? Because listen, in that right before halftime, that second in that second quarter, what, 2 minutes and lower?
Yeah.
They exposed Marshawn and got him to commit some dumb penalties.
He's overrated anyway.
He is. Listen, he was getting his ass toasted in the NFC South the whole time he was there.
Like, what are we talking about? Is he aggressive? Yes.
Yeah.
What I mean, that's where it stops.
Right. But shout out to the Eagles and their fans. Kansas City. We could talk about this Buffalo game if you want. I don't know about this ref shit. I mean, I see. Am I 100% sure that Josh Allen got that first down? I'm not. I do know that on the field, they ruled that he was short. So if you don't have inconclusive evidence, you can't overturn it.
Yeah, bro. Shit was kind of wild, man.
Yeah.
From where I was, it looked like he made it, but
Mm-hmm.
apparently not, dog.
Right. Right. The one thing I will say about that game is I was telling my friend, one of my homeboys, we had talked earlier, and then he had texted me during the game, and I told him, I said, I think it was probably 8 minutes left in the fourth. I said, dog, Buffalo's gonna lose this game. This is Kansas City. This is Kansas City game right here. This is how they play. Like Kansas City, you got to knock them out. You have to knock them out. You don't want a close game with Pat Mahomes on the sidelines.
Nope.
You don't. Anything that's 7 or less, you don't want. And I think Kansas City was up 7 at the time. Buffalo tied the score. Then Kansas City went down and got the 3 points, and ultimately they won by the 3 points. But I was telling them, like, dog, like, you don't want a close game with Kansas City. You're not going to win that close game. When Buffalo beat them earlier, it was what, 10, 13-point win? That's how you got to beat them. You gotta have the game kind of out of reach, where they got to get at least 2 scores. 1-score game, I'm not. Listen, I'm putting all money on Pat Mahomes.
You better. If you want to win, you better.
Yeah. One score game. I got to go with him. But Super Bowl, New Orleans, what, the 9th of February?
Yep.
We'll get into predictions next week. We'll do that next week. See what's going on. We can talk Tar Heels.
What do you want to talk about, man?
At this point, man, it's just I watched the game. I went to the game actually, not yesterday, but against Boston College. And this is just not. I'm not gonna say it's not a good team. I don't know. I can't really like put my finger on it. Like we have what it takes, and then it's like we lose focus or whatever else. Like we'll go up, like we did 10 points last night, and then 2-3 dumb turnovers, and next thing you know, it's a 1-point game going in, 1.2 point game going into halftime.
Right.
In a matter of 3 possessions. As much as RJ has done for us, it's time for him to go, dog. I thank you, RJ, for your services. You will go down in the books as one of the greatest Tar Heels, but you're holding us back. As much as I want to say that about Baycock last year, I couldn't, because Baycock was a force. Baycock commanded a double team every time he touched the ball, which made life easy on RJ, which that might be his problem now. But RJ is his shot selection to me is not good. He struggles to get to the basket against physical guards.
Yeah.
And he's taken away from Ian Jackson. We'd be in a better place had Ian Jackson started the season off the way he's playing now. Had he got the playing time that he's getting now. Seth, since that concussion, man, he just haven't really looked like Seth. I don't know.
I think for me, man, I just look at the roster from top to bottom, and we're small.
Yeah.
We're still giving up 3 balls. Our transition defense, it sucks. It's just not looking good, man. Last night, we got taken out back, right? Like had opportunities, had to lead, like you said. I mean, shit. But at the end of the day,
yeah, hell, had to lead last night, late too.
That's what I said last night.
Yeah, late. Even though we went up by 10 before the half, but yeah.
So going into Saturday against that other team, 7 miles down the road, they say you can throw records out, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be rough, brother.
Yeah, you and I know that. Yes, you can throw records out, because we seen it happen from some great Tar Heel teams that we had that thought we should have stomped Duke, and it didn't happen, and vice versa. But yeah, man, I the way from how I'm looking at it, with the size they got in the paint,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard, man. This game is gonna have to be hard fought, emotional. Hopefully, Jalen Washington is ready to go.
Hopefully.
We just got to get physical. We got to get physical. That's the only way we are gonna have a chance.
What's the answer for Cooper Cup?
Physical.
That's not his name? Is his name Cooper Cup?
No, it's Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag. Sorry, Cooper Cup is the football player. Cooper Flag. Be physical with him.
Yeah, I haven't seen how he reacts to physical play, so I don't know. He's had his way. The refs are giving him his way, so we'll see, man. I don't know. We don't have a Cooper Flag stopper. We don't have a Harrison Ingram. We don't have a Baycock. We don't have a Leaky Black. We don't have nobody on defense that really wants to get, you know what I'm saying, get physical with nobody right now. And I will agree with Joe Barry, Justin Jackson, Raymond Felton. We don't have no true leader on the team. We don't have nobody that's vocal, that's stepping out. Hey, you need to do this. You need to do that. Hey, that was a bad shot you took or whatever. Blah blah blah. We don't have that.
Yeah.
They said the freshmen. They talked about it. Ian Jackson said, usually that's him, but him being a freshman, he didn't, want to come in there and be like, like that. And everyone's like, well, who is this guy? He ain't even played a minute of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So
this guy is the most talented player on the court.
Absolutely.
That's who this guy is.
Absolutely.
Moving on.
Recruits. Football, we looking good. We'll see. I'm very interested in going to this TCU game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On Labor Day. First game of the season.
No question.
Very interested in going to it. That's all I really got to say about that. About the football. All right. Moving on. We don't got to talk about Joy Taylor and Skip now, unless you want to. I will say condolences to all the family, friends, and people, anybody that was affected by this school shooting in Tennessee. What was it, last week or the week before? I know we missed that.
Oh man,
yeah, another tragic incident. I think there was one student that actually passed away later on. Two was shot. Shooter basically what's the word that we want to use these days? He unalived himself. Yeah. Jimmy Butler, man, his baby mom said she's getting $55K. She says she needs another 10 to be able to take care of the children. Jimmy Butler said, hold on. I'm not here to finance you and your lifestyle. And you and I wasn't even, married or anything. So why are you trying to get more money out of me to finance your lifestyle?
55K.
She getting $55K a month for 3 children. She wants $65K. I hear some say, look, hey, it's your children. If they need it, they need to give it to them.
They don't.
Give them the extra 10.
You can't take care of 3 kids with $55,000.
I'd say you got poor money management if you can't.
That's shit.
A month?
Your money management is shit.
She's not working at that.
Of course not. Duh. Duh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Jimmy. I'm with you. Hey, you gotta figure because what happens, in a year or two, you say, hey, they're older now, blah 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 blah. I need an additional 10. That's wow. Um, did you want to talk about Cam and Jim?
Sure.
I know you are they play a vital role in your high school years. They played a
Yeah.
vital role, but they play more of a vital role to you.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Cam and Jim?
I think it's nasty work, man. I think at the end of the day, like, you know, throwing shots at each other and like it's been known that they really haven't fucked with each other in a while,
Hmm.
right? Um, I know Jim is not he really doesn't he don't fuck with Mace because he's been on record to say, he was around when Mace shitted on all them boys in Harlem.
Hmm.
Uh, but now him and Cam, they're doing a 1-2. But at the end of the day, sometimes you can reconcile relationships, right? Like,
Yeah.
so, like, bro, just stay in your lane and do what you got to do. We know Cam Petty Betty is a bitch, so he with all that. I just think people that have made so much music together, made money together, made memories together, made history together.
Yeah.
Uh, to see them fall out and come to what they've come to right now, man, it's stupid, it's sickening.
Yeah. It just goes to show. I mean, a lot of people say that you'll hear that these guys, and not just Jim and Cam, because who knows, but a lot of these groups, rappers, whoever, aren't really friends. It's
Yeah, they
just
don't fuck with each other.
money. Yeah, it's just money and business, that keeps them together. And unfortunately, growing up, you would have thought that this was the tightest of friends or groups or whatever else. But at the same time, once that shit went down with 50 Cent, then you started to see, so. Um, I like it when you have groups like the Locks. I'm pretty sure, 100% sure they have went through things,
Right,
but you and I and no one else knows about it because that shit is handled between them, behind them closed doors, and it is what it is.
right, right.
And I think, unfortunately, I think when diplomatic immunity came out, I was deployed, so that was kind of like a soundtrack to my first deployment. That and Philadelphia Freeway,
Yeah,
and some other things. So I mean, but you was in high school, right? So that, well, yeah, you was in grade school. So that, yeah, our how we looking at it are two different ways because they transition you from a lot of different things and me deployment and whatever else. So I hate to see it, man. And hopefully what's done is done and that's it. Like nothing else happens, nothing else come out. I'm pretty sure they'll probably never make music again. Who knows? But it also like it's crazy, because then you got Jewels and you got this person, that person. So it's like a whole bunch of middle people in the middle that's kind of like maybe getting pulled one way or pulled the other way. And you hate to see it, man.
yeah, big facts, bro.
Hate to see it. Um, Rick Ross, Snoop Dogg, Nelly performed at an event for Trump the night before inauguration.
Yeah,
A lot of backlash on them, especially Snoop Dogg, because 4 years earlier, Snoop Dogg called everybody coons and fuckboys and whatever else because they performed for Donald Trump. And
did
fast
not
forward
do
4 years
it.
later, he's the person. Shit, Chris Michelle got canceled for that shit. Nigga, we
Yeah,
ain't we ain't heard from Chris Michelle since then.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Listen, at this point, nothing surprises me about who is performing for who. Everybody's trying to chase this dollar. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's
Right.
wrong. I'm just saying that's what it is, dog. Like it's obvious. I mean, I don't know what Snoop or Nelly or anybody else what their political beliefs are.
Uh-huh.
Right? I haven't seen them go on record as to support nobody. Like
Right.
prior to us, electing a new president. So I can't really speak on that. But what I can say is that it just seems like it's a money grab. Um, and guess what? Like at the same time, like while um, you might look at it and not understand why a person of color could rock out with our president,
Mm-hmm.
right? And most people will have you got rightfully so. However, it's people out here doing way worse,
Yeah.
chasing money.
Yeah.
Stop counting people pockets, man.
Last time we talked, our last podcast, we was asking each other, does everybody have a price?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
Everybody got a
and
price
here we
out.
are. Here we are. I at this point, I'm not. I really don't care anymore because, um, I think the money is the deciding factor for all of it.
Yeah.
So, um, even with these politicians, we saw at the thing for Jimmy Carter, we saw Trump, Obama sitting together, whispering, chopping it up.
Yeah.
I think it's like that all the time. I think these politicians, they have their different views, different opinions, and they go at each other. But when the doors are closed and they're talking over things, political things, some of them might really fuck with each other or don't dislike them as much as you might think. Like, you have people, whether you're on this side or this side, that don't fuck with each other no more because they think that Trump doesn't like Obama, or Obama doesn't like Trump, or Trump doesn't like Michelle, or don't like Biden or Kamala, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And you have family members that are not fucking with each other no more over political views. When I think these politicians actually shaking hands with each other, probably having breakfast, a lunch, a dinner with each other, whatever else. And you got people that truly don't dislike each other because they think these people don't dislike each other. When I honestly truly believe they do, or they don't have a hatred for each other. I think the only person that's probably don't fuck with anyone like that is maybe Michelle.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a job, and
Yeah.
it's still like, you have to take that shit for face value, dog,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
Nope.
Nobody knows, right? Like
Nope.
behind closed doors, what go on. I
Nope.
don't think that they're the best of friends, but
Nope.
but at the same time, like to be cordial is what is it to be cordial?
Exactly. Exactly. And cordial enough to, you know what, we can put our different side and fuck it up. But meanwhile, like I said, you got people, family members that don't fuck with each other no more.
Yeah, real spill.
So yeah. And when that money comes, I think the majority of these entertainers, whoever else gonna sell a little ass.
You said he gonna do what?
Sell a little ass. So I mean, it is what it is. Uh DJ T.O.
Okay.
South Carolina women's basketball team, that's their DJ.
Yeah.
She played song by Camouflage, No Friends,
Yeah.
as this South Carolina women's basketball team was beating LSU. Now, Camouflage's daughter, uh,
Flage.
played Floje. She plays for LSU. He passed away while her mother was pregnant with her. She found it very disrespectful for them to do that. The DJ goes on to say, she plays that song a lot. She likes Camouflage. He's probably in the soundtrack of her life growing up. She plays him a lot. Which, okay, I can believe that.
Okay.
But there's also reports that, and emails or a text message came out that she said that she was going to do this because Floje was being petty towards her. So now you don't know what to believe because she issued a whole apology saying there was no foul intent, but then she put something on her story too, and which it kind of counteracts everything she said. What's your stance on it?
Um, I think it was disrespectful. Um, no matter what, bro, you gotta read the room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
you gotta read the room, and you'd already laid the smack down on these people. And like, okay, like, um, it was very, very, I don't know, dog. It was insensitive,
Yeah. I'm with you.
um,
Insensitive, tasteful, tasteless.
tasteless. It was, and it was to the point where, um, I feel like, even the tweets or whatever that she put out, laughing about the shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that didn't help it, right? Right. Like,
Mhm.
so it's like you got to have some type of class, man. Right? Like, come on.
Right. She was suspended for it. But like you said, you got to have some kind of class for yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was almost
Mm,
like you playing with my family a little bit.
right.
You know. Yeah. I know you can't say much about these executive orders, but shit's getting wild, y'all. Shit is getting wild. Get your shit in order. Because these next 4 years, um, the way it's looking, you might have to have a very, very, very grasp on trying to understand and figure out what's going on, and maybe even have a Malcolm X mentality when it comes to a lot of shit. Um, we saw what happened during the first term, where a lot of people felt entitled or like they could kind of say what they want to say and do what they want to do. Now we doing away with all this DEI shit. Who knows what might come with that?
Yeah, it's wild, man. Like, it's so many stipulations on this shit, man, and it's just like every day is something new, dog.
Yes.
All I'm gonna say is, people out there, unapologetic nation, man, guard your motherfucking grill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't know what's next. I don't know
Right.
what's next, bro. I don't know.
Right. And I will tell y'all for those that like support whatever it's fine that you support the no DEI or whatever else. But also be mindful and careful who you fucking with.
Yeah, yeah,
There's some YNs that don't play that shit,
yeah.
and we are not our ancestors.
Right.
So I'll leave it at that. If y'all want to read the room or catch a hint, but and I honestly I don't. It doesn't matter where you at, whether you're in the military, you here, you're there. Hey, there's a lot of people that don't play, so don't feel entitled to say some shit or something because you feel like you can because there's no DEI or we're not celebrating Black History Month or we're not doing this, we're not doing that or whatever else. We're taking all this shit out of. I was confused by the Air Force removing the Tuskegee Airmen
Right. Right.
from everything, but they changed it and went back and changed it. So I mean, even to do it off rip was just kind of like now we're that's part of the history.
Yeah. Period. And it's disrespectful as fuck, man.
As fuck, as fuck, dog. And but I'm glad they did right. I'm
Yeah.
glad they did the right thing. Let me restate it. This executive order that is supposedly supposed to end advanced education and economic equality for Black and Hispanic Americans. I think that's another one that's kind of like, what are we doing? But it is what it is, man. We see what's happening. So as we said, guard your grill.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll title this "Guard Your Grill." Guard your motherfucking grill, because it's and that ain't it. But there was a contraception bill or something that Mississippi governor is trying to push. Let me see. I had it right here. I don't know if you heard about it or not, but if not, I will. Let me see. So Mississippi State Senator has filed a bill called the Contraception Begins at Erection Act. And basically, this would make it unlawful for a person to discharge genetic material without the intent to fertilize an embryo. Yeah.
What?
So I guess if you don't intend on having a baby or fathering this child, you should not be ejaculating in this woman, or I guess for that fact, having unprotected sex.
I mean, that's is that not the norm?
Yeah. So I guess if this lady wants to take it there, you can be fined, or and she, I guess, I don't know how this shit works, but when I read up on it, it was like a $500 fine for a first offense, $1,000 fine for a second offense. Any offense, the third and any offense after that is a $2,000 fine. Said that women should not only be held accountable for childbirth. So I don't know. We'll look. It's a lot of shit that stupid that, because that looks dumb to me. But along with a lot of these executive orders and things that people are trying to push, though, we are in some scary times. We've
Yeah,
said
we
that
are, man.
before, but we said that before, but even more now.
Bro, guard your grill. Protect yours.
All means.
Because we don't know what is coming next.
At all.
We don't know, man. And it's scary times. It's scary times for America. It's scary times for the world, dog. And just how things are changing, and just rapidly, at a rapid pace, bro. At a rapid pace, at warp speed.
Like you said, daily, like boom, bam, you wake up in the morning and it's like, what the fuck? Like, even with you guys in the DEI, you wake up and you got motherfuckers taking down the EO board, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I've been in the Army, EO has been major.
Yeah.
Now you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, they telling you, take it down. You can't have an EO board in nowhere. What do you think about this disrespect of Dr. King? I feel like Dr. King is, of course, there's always been some disrespect here and there, but I'm seeing it more and more and more, especially with us and our culture. I'll start off by with the so we've been seeing, i.e., club promoters putting image of Dr. King on a club flyer for clubs on Martin Luther King Day or whatever else, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Which is, his family has always, tried to stop that and talk about it. Most recently, Sexy Red posted an AI generated picture of her with him.
People been, hold on, let's, okay. Every year for the past, I don't know, 5 to 7 years, you see somebody promoting some type of dang on party with MLK with goals in his mouth and a Cuban link
on. A wave cap.
Right. And it's just like, I mean, she posted, I don't know what the caption read. I don't know any of that. But it's just like, what is the big doggone deal?
So
why her?
Well, so she posted it. She posted it, and Bernice King asked her to take it down. She said this is disrespectful to me and my family. Blah 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 blah. She asked her to take it. Sexy Red apologized. That was the end of the story. Now a bunch of Sexy Red fans was basically like, "Fuck that. This your picture. Who the fuck is she to ask you to take that shit down? You didn't make it. X Y Z." It's I mean I who is she to ask you to take it down? Well, that's his daughter. And it's her father who's passed away. Now, if she don't like it, she feels it's distasteful. She asks you to take it down. She has all rights to. Do you have to take it down if you don't want to? No, you don't. But she was very respectful. Said I apologize. I didn't mean no foul intent. It's a picture I saw on the internet. I posted it. Boom. Now Carlos Miller, on the other hand, he posted a picture that he had made, and he went back and forth with Bernice King, disrespected her bad, called out her name a couple times. Said I'm a comedian. Everything is supposed to be taken funny. Blah 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 blah.
Man, I get from a standpoint of the daughter, whatnot, a feeling of disrespect or whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it from. I mean, that's your daddy. I understand, right? Like I understand, but everybody else just butt the fuck out.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. If it ain't, if it ain't your fight, your fans, of course, but your fans are gonna feel a certain way, kind of way, and they're gonna jump into it. Azalea Banks jumped into it and said, basically something like, "Girl, you need to shut the fuck up. Your father was a rapist, an abuser, a drunk, a blah 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 blah. You should be happy that somebody posted him, some shit like that."
Okay.
Yeah. Who are you, Azalea Banks? Where we gonna go from here? Let me tell you about me.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm gay. Right. So there was a situation with a woman that had spent the night over here a little while back. Well, a ways back. And she ended up getting drunk. Asked to take a shower. I told her she could take a shower. She took a shower. And I think at this time it was probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30 in the morning. She got out of the shower, completely naked, still drinking. Wanted to play some music and dance. And like I told you, it's 4:30, 3:30, 4:30, in the morning. I'm tired now at this time. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did want to fuck.
Okay.
But the later it got, I'm just like, I'm good. Especially when she didn't stop drinking, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So
had to make an executive decision, like, all right, nah, cool.
Yeah. So woke up, she's in the bed with me, naked, snoring. I got up, brushed my teeth, put on some sweats, went downstairs, watched TV, mind my business. She probably slept in here till probably about 3, 4 in the afternoon. That's how tore she was, my nigga. But fast forward some weeks later, months later, whatever else, one of my homeboys is talking to me, is like, "Hey, blah 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 blah," said that she think you gay because you ain't try to fuck. Matter of fact, she know you gay because how could anybody lay in bed with her and she naked and they don't fuck or try to fuck?
Because you're drunk. And I don't want to put myself in any type of predicament for shit to get crazy. Case closed.
I'm with you on that. I found that shit funny. I found it funny. And double down on it too. Double down on it. Like she the baddest thing. Like she the baddest thing around. I don't want to get more into the story because I don't want to tell all this girl business. I still want to be a little respectful, even though I feel like she's disrespecting me by trying to insinuate that or saying that shit. But everybody understand the situation. Like, yeah, because he ain't trying to fuck you, he's gay. Like, make that shit make sense. But that's always uh, a insult, I guess, thrown at men when things don't go a certain way or whatever else. Like you're gonna question his manhood or whatever else. But I found that shit rather funny. Not even not even that. Hell, I was told that my dick was little, and by a motherfucker that ain't even seen my dick because my dick ain't 12 inches. Girl said, "Well, anything that ain't 12 inches is little to me, in my opinion."
Shut up.
I said, "Okay."
Anything that ain't will.
And never seen, but you know, am I 12? No, but and I'll tell you that. But any nigga walking around that, you know, whatever. But still, yeah. If you only got 12 inches, you dick little to me. I'm like, okay, so 12 is the standard, the cutoff. Okay. So that was my last couple weeks, you know, listening to rumors and lies about myself. I found very, very funny. Can't win them all, dog. Yeah, but you know, a younger me, I probably would have flew off the handle. But then, you know, and I've been saying this shit a lot towards the closeout of last year, going into this year, and even, you know, like, man, like I honestly these days I don't care. I don't care what nobody say about me. I don't.
Right.
You know, if it ain't affecting my money, my children, family, my health, I care less. Like, motherfuckers don't think what they want to think. So at the end of the day, is I can care less now. And I think that's a better way to approach it than, you know, I would have, like I said, if I was younger, because, you know, I probably would have flew off the handle.
Right, for sure.
And went crazy, you know. As you know, some people say you playing with my name, all that shit. But like the motherfuckers that need to know if I'm gay or not, they know. You know, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's plenty of motherfuckers that got fed and get fed to that mattress. So it like you know, right or wrong. I mean, the people that need to know, they know.
Yeah. I feel you, man.
I ain't never had a complaint about the size of my dick. So I mean, it like, who cares? These like it is what it is, man. I just I don't know. I had to look back and reflect on that. I was like, dog, like I really like would have went crazy some years back just by hearing some shit like that. But
of course.
At the end of the day,
I don't know how I would react. I've never been through no shit like that. But hey, hats off to you, man, for keeping the players up.
It took a lot. Well, I'm not even gonna say it took a lot. I honestly, I didn't really realize it until I thought about it later. I was just sitting here like, dog, like, nigga, this motherfucker try to tell people you were gay, and you didn't even, like, you just was like, all right, well, it is what it is. All right, say you're in a relationship and however you divide up your money, pay your bills with your person is how you do it. But you also have money for yourself that you put to the side. Do you feel like you can spend that money how you want to spend that money, or do what with whatever with that money how you want to do with
it? If I'm putting money to the side and the money to the side is for me, why I make it?
Okay.
What we talking about?
Well, so I'm asking that because I listened to this podcast and they was talking about, so said guy said, you know, I trick a little bit. I gave old girl $2,000 for blah 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 blah, and my girl act like that was an issue. Like, I had to tell her, like, look, that's my money, that's my cash. I set aside for myself. I can do what I want to with that money.
No. I'm not signing on to no tricking now. You're in a relationship, dog.
Okay.
No, fuck no. Come on. Like, no. I'm not signing on to that, bro. Like, when I'm thinking about, you can do what you want to do with the money. I'm thinking about clothing. I'm thinking about stocks. I'm thinking about things that you like. Not contributing to the next.
All right, so let me. So I'm not co-signing it, Okay, but they actually said that. So things you like could be, well, I like women. I like to see them smile. I didn't I the money I used was not taken away from the household.
No,
Got going on.
no, man.
Yeah.
Contributing to the next to somebody else that's not your partner,
Mm-hmm.
not family.
Mm-hmm.
We calling it tricking. Come on, man, that's nasty
Yeah.
work.
Cause I would go crazy, if I found out my lady gave a nigga $500. $100. Like, what you get up to him for? Oh no, like that. I saw him in the club, I blah 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 da 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 da. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, is
Right.
that what we doing now? We just giving motherfuckers money?
Big facts.
Yeah, I couldn't sign off with it, but I mean that was the basis of the argument. Like, your petty cash is your petty cash. You should be able to spend that how you want to spend it. Like, I'm taking care of everything. I'm in the house that I need to. You're not hurting for nothing. I'm not hurting for nothing. Like,
Yeah, that's nasty work. Come on, man.
mm, mm. I was like, hey, should there be rules with your friends about side pieces? If if you was the side piece person, i.e., let's say you had a side piece and one of your homeboys tried to shoot at her.
It's a nasty game. Unfortunately, it's still a code, bro. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Don't shoot at my joint. Right? Don't shoot at my joint. Like, what?
Yeah. I I feel the same way. But I do also understand, like, hey, you are in a situation, so why you trying to
No,
handcuff another motherfucker that ain't yours? But I'm like, hey, look, I don't particularly want to be fucking the same person that one of my homeboys fucking, and
right,
you should neither.
right. Yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, man, if a nigga is outside and a nigga is putting, what I'm saying, his pimp hand down, he got his program going, you his man 100 grand or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call it. Bro, like, come on.
yeah, yeah. You shouldn't
Man.
want to.
Especially, yeah, like, come on, man. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, dog. But all right. I mean, whatever's clever for people, man.
Yeah, dirty game, but everybody don't play by the same rules or codes. Hell, even in friendships, dog. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've known some guys that have tried to chase after one of your exes or whoever else, and you just like, wow, like, didn't know that's what time we was on. I think that shit is dirty and nasty, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's it ain't my style, but hey,
Right.
it is what it is. Let's get to these unapologetic truths, and then we can wrap it on up. What type of woman, if there is a woman, that can make you insecure or bring out an insecurity? Hmm.
What type of woman can bring out an insecurity?
Yeah, if there is a type that can make you insecure or bring out an insecurity of yours.
For me, I think any woman that knows my insecurities and plays them. Like,
Yeah,
that's a simple answer. That's a simple question, simple answer. Right.
absolutely.
Like, if you play on somebody's insecurities, then of course, like, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like, you're gonna be fucked up.
And I think that's why they say, a lot of men are more guarded about what things they tell a woman, because a lot of times that shit has been thrown back in your face.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, if your partner tells you that they went to someone's house and the purpose was to fuck, but when it all came down to it, they couldn't do it, what would you do, or how would that make you feel?
It'll make me feel like shit.
Whoa.
Especially if we are supposed to be down for one another, and this thing is monogamous. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel
Yeah.
like shit, right? Why you feel the need to go out and step out and be with the next motherfucker, even if you didn't do it? Why do you feel the need to act on it? I'm not saying it's human to look at someone. You're human. Like, you're gonna find other people attractive. You're gonna find, people. You are. To act on it though.
Yeah. Well, I guess when it came down to it, they didn't act on it. But I think
Well,
them
I'm
having
saying
the
no.
intent, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, the intentions were to act
yeah,
on it. You
right.
acted on setting up whatever you were setting up with the intentions of doing whatever it is that you were gonna do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Them
an act.
having the intent and then being over there alone with this person and didn't happen, um, it's gonna fuck me up. But also, even though you didn't do it, it's gonna be hard for me, to I guess be the same way with you because hey, even though you didn't do it, whatever stopped you this time, who's to say that it can't happen again or it won't happen again, and next time it actually happens.
Right.
Yeah. Um, would you end a relationship? That's a tough one for me
That's tough, man. I don't know.
because I almost feel like, damn, am I setting myself up, you know, for it if it does happen?
Right.
Because I think, whether we want to admit it or not, um, anybody that you mess with, anybody I mess with, I feel like they are capable of doing it.
Right.
But will they do it? No, I don't think so. And you don't think that until it actually is on your doorstep.
Right.
Mm. Um. Oh, last one, last one. Damn, there's a lot of cheating shit. Would you rather your partner tell you that they cheated on you, or would you rather find it out for yourself and why?
What? What the fuck kind of? I'm not answering that, man.
Um.
Sorry. Whoever
uh,
wrote that, sorry.
yeah. I'll attempt to. I don't know if it's selfish of me, but I'd rather find out myself. Why? Because I feel like I will be in control of the situation versus this person telling me. I feel like I'll be more in control of the situation.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I don't want to know. So I would rather a motherfucker not say shit
Yeah.
and let me find out on my own. If I don't find out, then I don't find out.
That's what type of time I'm on, man.
Yeah. 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 So be good at what you do. And if you're gonna do it, like, hey. Well, that's all, folks. As Daffy Duck was saying, no, who was that? Bugs Bunny? Bugs Bunny.
All right, man. Well, shout out to you, Big Dog, for keeping this thing afloat, man. Uh, appreciate you, man, for sure, and the work that you do, and making sure that we good to go. Shout out to the home team. Shout out to all of our listeners. Shout out to Unapologetic Nation, man. Shout out to anybody that's going through something right now. Joy does come in the morning, man, and the rain don't last forever, man. Real shit. I'm living proof of it. Reggie's living proof of it. Hell, you living proof of it. You
Mm-hmm.
done been through some shit. This ain't the first time you done been through some shit. This ain't the last time you done been through some shit. All you gotta do is keep your nose to the gravel and pull yourself up out of it, man. You're gonna be good. And as always, mental health is real. Myself and Reg, we may not be subject matter experts when it boils down to it, but I can assure you, before you harm yourself and you harm others, please tap into Unapologetic Pod on IG and or Facebook, or our individual IGs and on Facebook. And I can assure you, we will get you the help that you need. I can't put enough emphasis on that. Other than that, Big Dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit.
Absolutely. I appreciate you too. I wanted to tell you this. I definitely appreciate you, the friendship, the loyalty, everything, man. I've been through shit with niggas in the past. I don't know how many couple months, and I definitely I know who my solid ones are for sure. And I don't want days to go by without me along with the other ones that I have told that to know that I definitely value you and everything that you bring in our relationship.
Already.
I think that I feel like that needs to be said sometime. Like I said, in the last couple of weeks, months, whatever, you start to see, people for who they are when certain things happen and how things go down. And it's like, man, you definitely got to thank God and, for the solid ones you have in your circle. But,
Right.
For my family, thank y'all for everything, for the love, the support, to my babies, keep on keeping on. And like, share, subscribe. Thank you to everyone that watches us, that listens to us. Continue to fuck with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Spread the word. Don't worry, we will get this promotion thing down. I'm going to promote more and do more, to spread this thing. And like Dre said, put the nose to the ground and get the work in. Because I think we got a beautiful thing going on.
Yep.
It definitely can be a lot better than what we do, but it just takes more effort. So it is what it is. But thank y'all, and we will see y'all next week. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Y'all know what time it is with us. Dre, Reg, we out of here. Oh, and go Heels. Even though I feel the way I do feel, it's still Tar Heels every day, all day. Fuck Duke, win or lose. I'm still riding with the home team. We out of here, y'all.
Take it easy.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.